So picture this, an AI incident hits. Your team is all hands on deck, and after a ton of stress and hard work, the system is finally stable. The immediate crisis? It's over. But here's the thing, the work isn't done. Not by a long shot. In fact, you could say the most important part is just getting started. Okay, let's get into what happens after the incident is contained.
All right, before we dive deep, just a quick heads up. This is part 8 of our 10-part tutorial. Everything we're talking about today is pulled directly from that super comprehensive report by Virtualization Options LLC. And it's really tailored for you folks in IT management and senior leadership who are, wrestling with all these new AI challenges. So let me just ask you this, straight up. The fire's out, the alarms are silent, and everything seems back to normal. But is your organization actually any safer than it was before the incident? Or are you just holding your breath, kind of waiting for the same problem to pop up all over again? This is exactly where we shift gears from just putting out fires. You see, those moments right after an incident, they are a huge opportunity. It's your single best chance to turn that crisis into a real strategic advantage and build a stronger, smarter organization. This whole process is what we call the improvement loop. So how do you actually do that? Well, the framework laid out in Chapter 8 of the report is beautifully simple. It's a powerful 3-step process for building that resilience we're talking about. Step 1, you've got to conduct a root cause analysis. Step 2, you extract the real lessons learned. And finally, Step 3, you implement changes that actually stick. Let's break down each one. Okay, let's start with Step 1, conducting that root cause analysis. The big goal here is to look right past the obvious symptoms, the what that happened, and to dig way deeper. We're on a mission to find the fundamental why. And what's really key here is that phrase, preventing recurrence. See, an RCA isn't about pointing fingers or writing a report that just sits there. It's a super disciplined process designed to do one thing: find that true, deep down cause so you can make sure this exact problem never, ever happens again. Think about it. The symptom might be your AI model giving biased results, but the RCA pushes you to find the root cause, which might be a flawed data labeling process that happened months ago. That's the thing you actually need to fix. So once you've pinpointed that root cause, what you have is data. But, data by itself isn't enough. The next step, Step 2, is all about turning that raw data into genuine organizational knowledge. It's about moving from just analyzing the problem to gaining real, actionable insight. And when you look at these key areas, you realize this review has to be holistic. It's not enough to just look for the technical vulnerabilities. You have to ask the tough questions. Where did our process break down? Was a critical pre-deployment check just skipped? Were there communication gaps? Maybe the ops team had no idea about a new model dependency. Looking at the whole picture like this, team effectiveness, missed opportunities, it's how you understand the entire chain of events. It's a blame-free, 360-degree review that's all about one thing: getting better. Right, so you've done the analysis, you've got these incredible insights, but they're completely worthless if they just end up in a report that gathers dust on a shelf. This brings us to the final, and I'd say most critical step: implementing real, lasting change. This is where the rubber truly meets the road. And the source material really nails the goal here. It's all about implementing changes for long-term resilience. Notice that wording. We're not talking about quick fixes or temporary band-aids. We're talking about fundamentally upgrading your systems, your processes, and even your team's skills to build a truly robust organization. And when you bring all 3 of these steps together, the root cause analysis, the lessons learned, and implementing change, what you get is this incredibly powerful feedback system. You officially close the improvement loop. And for you, as IT managers and senior leaders, this is the absolute payoff. You're creating an organization that doesn't just survive incidents, it actually learns from them and gets stronger every single time. The main takeaway is right here, and it's so important. Resilience isn't something that just happens by accident. It's not luck. It is the direct result of a deliberate, structured, and continuous process. It's about having a well-oiled machine that is constantly focused on improvement. So that brings me to the one final thought I want to leave you with today. I want you to really think about your own organization and ask yourself this one very important question. Is your post-incident process creating genuine, long-term resilience, or is it just creating reports?